We are here, Terms.
We are live.
We are here. Long awaited.
That's right, kid.
Sit down with none other than Harry, the Big Ticket Thomas.
That's right.
Everybody knows we put it off a couple times, scheduling conflicts, work, all that other good shit. I just said to them too, I'm kind of nervous.
I'm not.
I'm sitting with Harry.
Well, then
Thomas.
Then again, listen, I had a lot of cocktails before I came. And I don't like to party like that, but I did today.
Right. Yeah. My wife says the same thing.
No, well, listen, there's something wrong with her.
Thursday? Can't beat it.
Let me tell you something, gal. So before we get into it, Herman's got a little thing here, so I want to dive in. So before we start, how about you boys?
Like I said, I had a couple cocktails tonight. I wanted to ease myself into this thing. I had a bad day at work, so I was like, you know what? I never do anything for me. So today I just said, fuck it, I'm going to let my hair. Okay.
All right. So, which wasn't hard.
No, because I have no hair. But other than that, I got more hair on my armpits than I do on my head.
Oh, who don't know that?
That's fucked up, ain't it?
Fucking great, that shit.
I love me some May, so whenever I can get, I love me some May, little T.O.
Oh, shit.
Well, all kidding aside.
What's his name, Dalton?
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody loves Dalton like Dalton.
But all kidding aside, Harry, you don't listen. So Harry said he was a little nervous coming on. You don't have to be nervous here. And I know Harry's not nervous because Harry came through some big nervous situations.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about this. Like, I'm sorry. I couldn't wait to see Gloucester High football when I watched you play.
That's right.
It was exciting. And listen, Harry, as much as we call him the big ticket for a reason, he gets thrown a ball and we love it. But man, what a surrounding cast you had.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Am I lying?
Oh, dude, they were
the best surrounding cast that I've ever watched. I had the chills.
Oh, yeah.
Because that meant a lot to Gloucester.
Well, they couldn't just key on one person.
No, how could you?
You know what I mean? And then if you're trying to key on those studs you got out there, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't even have time to fucking laser focus in, right?
Listen, I mean, I say it all the time. We had the teams I played on. I mean, like you said, the surrounding cast. There was guys that they were backups, or I mean, they could play on any other high school team in South Jersey.
As a starter.
Right. We're just loaded. We were absolutely loaded.
I can say that. I've watched a lot of good teams. A lot of good groups, right? But that had to be one of the most stacked high school teams I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I always say this, and I don't mean to put it to a negative, but the best team that never won a championship.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hands down.
100%.
Hands down.
Yeah.
And it should have been. It just should have been.
We love state titles. Yeah. That seems to be a curse. We've had a couple of teams right since Harry get there, and fall short. And unexpectedly so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about some of them a little more in depth as we move through the show. But for me, it was the pure excitement.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I remember this group. One of my last year or two coaching Carmen Pomaro, they were coming up. And it was like, Owen's group, when they hit freshman, all the talk was, this is the party, right? Everybody, I looked at that group back in the Carmen Pomaro back then and said, oh, this is special.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Just athletes out the ass.
100%.
Yep. I mean, imagine if we had wrestling back then, too.
Yeah.
No, imagine if we did.
Oh,
I mean, some of these guys, God, man, I mean,
you imagine. Come on. Hartzell?
Yeah.
Who's going to
he was Anthony.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying.
Mikey, Mark Ryan.
That's what I'm saying.
Schmitty, McIntyre, like that guy's like, God damn.
How about you, Joey Hagen, trying to wrestle?
Right. Oh. Yeah.
Big as he was.
Yeah.
Right?
But how about Mikey would probably kill someone?
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, Carl was what? It was Carl a little bit before he turned.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's like 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still the same era.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
But, all kidding aside, I want to just say this, and I mean this from wholeheartedly. you didn't just change Gloucester football. You changed back then, the whole town changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
We could not wait to fill those fucking stands back then, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was exciting football to watch.
It was.
It was like watching a mini professional football team. You were so well oiled, dude, and I love it.
Yeah.
But
I
this
mean-
isn't
I mean-
expounding and exaggerating. Dude.
No, it's not.
They didn't just change what the people in Gloucester thought about and got excited for Gloucester football, right? They didn't just change that. They changed the whole outlook for that program for years to come.
Wait a minute. They started putting Gloucester on the map.
That's what I mean. They changed that
Like
whole
people
concept.
knew who the fuck Gloucester was after that.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were in school, you know, the only thing the football team was good at was getting A+ in woodshop. Let's be honest. Basketball was in school.
Yeah.
And then by the time all these guys got up there, like you said, number 19 and all that, basketball, right? Football became it. And quite frankly, as good as our girls' teams are, basketball has been, and I'm going back to the Gorman boys and all that, football is still the go-to sport right now.
Hold on, Bill. I'm going to say this too, and Harry will agree with me. Our baseball team back then was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah, very good.
You're joking, my man. Hitching. What? You think he can throw? Listen, Dopes, I had the pleasure of playing baseball with him. I mean, I probably got 20 some years with you, but I had the pleasure of playing baseball with you. And was that up on?
I had the time of my life, man.
Dude, we played the wood bat baseball league.
Yep.
So
At the high
I'll
school.
never forget this. We were called the lawn,
Yep.
We played the lawn.
And then the iron pig.
but we were the lawmen first.
Uh-huh.
But when
100%.
we were the lawmen, right? I haven't picked up a bat in 22 years. They asked me to be leader. Remember?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. How? Did I hold my own?
Yes, you did.
I
Turns
never.
and breaking.
So hold on.
Breaking.
So hold on. I got the league MVP. You know, I got the
Yeah.
league MVP.
100%.
I got the most hits in the whole league.
Yep.
And I was damn near 50.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near 50. But here's my thing. I'm proud of myself. But I still can't hold myself in. But because watching him and J-Mac pitch, we did an opposite of what professional baseball does. And you know what I'm going to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
So hold on. We did opposite of what. So normally, you have a guy that throws gas, right? And then you've got a guy that throws super gas. We didn't do that with our team.
Nah.
Got a guy. We had two guys that threw gas,
Yep.
and then you had a guy that threw junk.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
was me.
Ken Herman.
I was the
Yeah.
closer, and it was fun. It was so. I had so much fun on that team.
Me too.
It was a freaking ball, and we would roll out of the bar half the time and just come right there.
Yeah, we beat our hours. Like, yeah, man, I told you like 4 hours ago. And just murder teams.
Remember my 40th birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was like
Yeah.
smashed.
Mm-hmm.
They were all my birthday were smashed, but it was
That's
fun.
good, yeah. But then, on that group, but let's go back in time a little bit, Harry.
Mm.
As a young kid coming up through the youth sports and all that, who was your biggest inspiration?
I'd probably say that group of like Kevin Bowman and them guys. You know what I mean?
That's it. Wow,
Like,
that's a good group.
Another good group.
oh yeah, like them guys, like how Herm said, like, you know, putting Gloucester on the map and doing this and doing that. Like, I just felt like watching them guys, watching how they, you know, went to work every Saturday and putting the work in behind it. I was like, man, I want to be there. Like, I want to do that. You know, and I think them guys really laid the foundation
Right.
for guys like myself and other guys coming through, you know,
Sure.
through high school. So
Sure.
yeah, just watching them guys. I mean, it was, you know,
And I can imagine they were probably the group starting to bring the light
yes,
on what Leon
Yep.
vision for
Yep.
that purpose.
yep.
You know what I mean?
I mean, just stack teams, but you always ran into balls back.
Yeah.
You know?
So,
Yeah.
so basically, they started it, and what I feel is that you guys brought it over the hump.
Yeah.
That's what I
I feel that for sure.
But I mean, what a great
And that's no
group.
disrespect that I got them guys.
No, but what a great group
Oh,
to
yeah.
start it.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, like shooting on guys.
Oh, my
just,
gosh.
You know, I mean, just
Yeah, I remember watching that movie.
yeah, man.
He was unreal.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they all were.
yeah,
All the children,
yeah,
That's an icon name right there.
yeah.
We're talking about icons.
Yeah.
They're icons.
I remember,
John, Big John.
after like football games, like we stayed at the high school.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we find like the tape that was on the ground. We like put it around our wrist, put it around our legs. Who were you today? And I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? It was just, you just had that. You know, them guys, man.
That's
they just,
good.
So, tell us a little bit. I mean, we touched on it since we opened up, but growing up in your era, and you know, that can go ample years before, and maybe before. What was the feel like? Me and her was talking about a lot growing up. We were growing up.
Yeah.
And we swear that was the greatest time of all. But what was it growing up in your era? What, you know, what you look forward to? What did you couldn't wait to do? And it doesn't have to be high school yet.
Right.
Growing up.
And it don't even have to be sports for it.
Yeah. Well, back then it was all about like riding bikes and getting dirty, playing jailbreak, you know, doing all this stuff with all your boys, and, you know, guys who you know you're going to go to school with, and who you're going to be around, and getting that friend group,
Right.
you know, and just, you know, elevating yourself. And like day after day, you know, it's like we played football with American Legion, and, you know, it was like we go to Mary after the courts. I mean, back then at the courts, I mean, you lose one game, you weren't getting on.
And that goes back hard.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
on that same aspect, you had to be good and play above beyond to stay on that court.
Yeah.
Because I hated sitting the hell out.
Right.
So you had to perform.
Absolutely.
And if you didn't, I'll tell you right now, if you were to start at 5, you're going to be like, yo, you're getting replaced.
Yeah, you're done.
And whoever ran that team, when they get you, you're out. He's in.
You know, it's crazy.
Midget
I don't think I ever waited to get back there. I really don't.
It is crazy, Aaron.
Yeah.
But we had guys like Reds coming out there. We had guys like Turk Green. You know, those guys coming out and playing with us. And
Nibby Carpenter.
Stop. I feel like those guys, like you said, we wanted to emulate them. We wanted to be as good as them one day, right? So it upped our game early. And you say like guys like Nibby and Boyner, you know, I mean guys like that, Stinsman do. All those guys come down Jersey Avenue and we used to play over there. You know what I mean? They, you know, all those guys, and you wouldn't think of some of them as, you know, athletes.
Yeah.
But they had decent games. And again, you had to keep winning. So
Absolutely.
back then, Jersey Avenue especially, it would primarily be like pickup games. Who you playing? Oh my God, no much. That type deal. So a lot of those guys would jump in and say, yo, you got a fifth? You know what I'm saying? They could run because they wanted to play all that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. And that's what made it so. And that's what I mean by growing up. Like, and Herb said, it doesn't have to so much be that sport related, but it can be because let's face it, guys like us,
right?
That's what we did every day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Baseball, basketball, football, whatever.
You didn't have social media.
Right.
You had a landline. Hey, we'll meet here tomorrow.
Joe Scar, base, John's Boulevard, Jersey Avenue. Let's jump somebody's car, go to the
Let's
dump
let's face it.
Exactly.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
Let's face it. Gloucester City, hard-nosed kids, and we're very competitive, which means it's going to bring the sports. That's our number one. Is that
Absolutely.
in the sports?
yeah. And coming up, that's basically all we had. Like you said, no social media.
We didn't have none.
Video games weren't that big yet, and the video games that was out. You went to Kimmy's, you went to Animatronics, you went to the Brambles, places like that that had the video arcade rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the extent of that. And let me tell you something, your dad probably never, my mom, but yeah, they're gonna give you a couple of bucks. You're done when you run out of them quarters, bro.
Oh yeah.
You didn't play that for free.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So what did we do? Basketball, football, baseball, whatever, man.
Yeah.
And that's what made it fun. Because we were out, we were together. You know, like Dalton's talked about that. He's he's probably, I mean, all my boys have big groups they hung out with. But like Dalton said, he feels like he's that last group that walked around the streets with 10 kids.
Right.
Not getting in trouble or anything, but just doing shit,
hanging out.
Right? Yeah. We literally had defense and offense, no matter what sport it was, walking down the streets going somewhere.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you don't see that.
No, you don't.
You
No.
see 3, 4, 5 kids if you're lucky riding a bike together, walking around, and a lot of times they're really not. I don't want to say they're not playing sports, but you could have went to any public, I'll call it arena, based on what you were doing, football, basketball, whatever. In Gloucester, when our area, your area, you could have went to any field in town, any basketball court in town, and seen a group of kids playing something.
Yeah.
So I got a
Brixie's live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's battles, man. Mary Ethel, the old Mary Ethel.
Yeah. So I got a question for Harry. So Harry, so where do you see Gloucester sport? Like, are you still coaching?
No. I would like to get. I mean,
I know you did coach
Chase
for a
12.
while.
Yeah. Chase 12.
But
So
where do
I'm
you
get
see
that.
the Gloucester kids in the future?
I see them being, competitive also, hard nosed. I mean,
We're always hard.
yeah, in the weight room. You know what I mean? I think Rob Ryan's doing a great job out there.
Yeah, great.
Galbraith's doing a good job with the baseball team. Latham's doing a good job with the basketball. Girls who they're a different level.
Let me ask you a question. How about the youth kids?
Hold on. The kids you mentioned, kids I call, that are all leading these teams out there. When they grow up, Harry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
No,
It's full circle. It's full circle.
It really is.
They're all part of that elite era,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That stays.
100%.
And like you said, girls softball, that's
Yeah.
not,
That's like.
that's for what,
Yeah.
30 years now?
They are a dynasty.
Yes, they are.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. What they think, 3 in a row?
But if you think
That's
about
fun
it,
shit to watch. That's fun
But
stuff.
it's exciting like it was exciting watching either, me and Herm's era, your era, playing any of the sports.
Absolutely.
Girl, you didn't go to a girls softball team. Jesus Christ, can't get a seat now.
You can't.
get somewhere to
Yeah,
stand.
I know. It's awesome.
They're whole, like we talk about how we packed the gym
Mm-hmm.
in basketball. Like packed the gym.
Yep.
More than most colleges, to be honest.
Oh,
with you.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's how girls softball is.
That is.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So like you guys said, we got one of the best girls athletes ever that came out of Gloucester High doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave Lake, one of those slouches himself, her father.
Well, let me tell you something. He's a Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
you got some of the best people.
Like for her side, I mean, we got I was the 8 and 9-year-old guys. They were just in like the finals for All Stars. You know what I mean? There's a shit ton of kids down there. The 12s are about ready to start up for the districts. I mean, it's we're starting to play out of town kids now. We're going out in the area, so I mean, we don't have the old school like Barron, Zanzak, stuff like that. But we want the aerial this year. We want the Navigation. We want the Belmar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
And done well.
yeah, yes,
And I'm proud and happy because 2 of my great nephews are leading that charge. You mentioned that.
oh yeah,
Breaking records. And to go and see them playing with some of the kids they're playing with was amazing.
Yeah.
Like you said, these kids, I don't think I've really looked at a group of them in the last several years where, like I said, in Park I'd seen your group and you knew, you could feel it when you look at these kids.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen a group like that. You know what I mean? But who's to say this year, next year, I'm going to say, yeah, right? There's a lot of individual talent we play together as a team very well, and it's being pulled, right?
Yeah.
But I want that feeling again where I say, holy shit, dude, these kids are special.
Yep.
I got another question for Harry. So, what was your best moment? Your best moment in sports of all time? Your personal best.
Oh shit.
And that's hard because this man has had a lot of good moments.
I would say when my senior year, we went to Burlington City in the playoffs.
Man, I was there.
And I got Leon's record.
Yes!
That was like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And
Especially the way you started out. With Leon, right?
Yeah.
And just to let you know, there's people out there that don't know what we're talking about, and I'm going to refresh your memory a little bit. So Leon was a Gloucester High quarterback himself, had many, many records. Harry had broke his passing records, and on top of it, Leon was a Division I quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, he was awesome.
Maryland Terps.
Maryland Terps.
He was awesome.
You're talking like, and to me, I was actually old enough to watch both of them play. I watched Leo. I watched Harry play. A lot of similarities. The only thing that I think that Lee, and I hope Lee don't get mad at me, Lee. You didn't have a stronger arm than him. I'll tell you that right now. And I mean that. But my God, will he put a pass in your numbers in a New York second?
Oh yeah.
He was so accurate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And my thoughts on those two is Leon, number one, wasn't as big as tall. I don't think he had the arm strength, but I don't think those guys worked out like the boys that had his
No,
time.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And due to his size, he really couldn't make it because he's trying to see the field. Right? And the key thing on that is there's only one person, I think, since Harry, including Leon, I think Harry saw the field and seen the defense. Probably the best I've ever seen. And there's only one kid closer, or as close. You know what I mean? And that's a lot, dude.
Yes.
That's probably more than having good feet, good instincts, good arm strength. If you can't see that field in every aspect as a quarterback, it don't matter.
Right. Well, every play is made to have an option. So, and Harry found the option.
Yeah.
And that's what put him above most of the quarterbacks that I've had.
He had great vision, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I remember watching his games and thinking, oh, fuck, we're losing yardage here. Next thing I know, there goes Malone down the sideline with us. Like, how the fuck did he just pull that one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that was crazy to me. When you thought a play was so broken, and we ended up scoring or big games. It was like, you know what I mean? And I'm telling you, not just because I love you to death, Harry, not just because you're sitting here or we're friends. You're probably the best I've ever seen do it at that level.
I appreciate that.
And
You
I
know what I
watched
mean?
Look.
And it was fun.
You know back then,
Found out fun doing it. That's for
you know
sure.
back then, we actually went to, we didn't just watch Gloucester football. We were scouts as fans.
Right.
We went there and watched different games all together. I mean, we made it a drinking thing.
Oh yeah. You have to.
I mean,
You have to.
we had a core. Don't get me wrong. But we went there, right? And then we used to, I saw a lot of quarterbacks. I had to see them again. And I'm proud that you like
I mean, that's
I'm proud that you're from this town.
Oh, me too.
Well, and that's-
I've never.
No,
really.
we say this all the time. We say this all the time. So, if you were to back growing up, when we were growing up, if they said if a genie, you rub that bottle and you're like, hey, you got 3 wishes, anywhere you want to grow up in life, where are you gonna
Gloucester City.
fucking Abraham?
Damn right.
That's what I'm talking about, Harry.
Yeah.
We're GC forever, baby.
It's the Mecca.
Yeah, and they call us out for a reason, right?
Yes, they do.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Guys
Come
from out of
on.
town, where you from? I'm from the Mecca.
Yeah.
And I'm
Where's
proud
that?
to be from
Gloucester
that.
City.
Yeah. And what's even better than that is when you say that, people say, oh, you're Gloucester.
Oh yeah.
They know where.
Oh yeah, they know it. They know it.
They either like it or hate it, though. I noticed that.
Oh yeah. I feel like we're like the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're lucky where you fucking
That's
describe them.
right. That's
You know what
right.
I mean?
That's right.
Well, Dale, I hope you feel better, but I still hope your Cowboys suck.
Oh yeah, 100%. No wins this year.
So,
I don't know what's going to happen first. He gets a shower or the Cowboys win.
I'm going to tell you, I know Dale a long time. He ain't showered. Waldo showered before him.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't even know that because Waldo lived with you for a minute. So, staying in that era, And who's Harry Thomas at the midget level? And it doesn't have to be football. It could be, in youth sports. But more importantly, because I'm just amazing and all at your talent as a football.
Yeah.
But so who were you? Like, did you know?
No, I started as a tight end.
Okay.
And I only played 3 years down there. I didn't go all through.
Okay.
And I came out for the 110s, and Mr. Lewis was my coach. And we first started, he's like, hey, quarterbacks, receivers go over there. So I'm like, a quarterback, huh? He's like, Thomas, what are you doing? I'm like, he said, like, this is a quarterback. I said, I want to try to be a quarterback. So I think I can do it. He goes, you'll never be a quarterback, go play wide receiver. And from that time on, I had like
that put that taste.
I just had that bite. I'm like, man, if I can just get a shot. Let me get a shot. Yeah.
And I never knew that.
Yeah. I was like sixth
That's a
grade,
good
seventh
story.
grade.
But you know what's funny, and we'll talk more on this topic, so I'm not going to linger on it. But another kid was pretty much told the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I went senior year. Probably the best game of his career against last year. Right? First round of the playoffs, he had 2 touchdowns, 100-some odd yards receiving. 2 big moments where he's carrying guys, literally. I mean, that one was a piece of twice the size. Carrying them down the field. Beautiful game. And it's where this thing we'll talk about in a little while all started, same field. But so at the end of the game, me and Austin's 7th, 8th grade. 8th grade. We're standing there, high-fiving, Owen and his team coming out. Leon comes, shook his hand. Austin shakes his hand and goes, you going to be my next tight end? Austin looked at him and said, nah, I'm going to be your quarterback that wins your next championship.
Nice.
Said that right to Leon.
Chill.
So similar type story. Because I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Somebody put that taste in his mouth.
Yeah.
And somebody put
got
that taste in yours.
I got that urge. It was like that. Like, I kind of thought I was there, but that gave me like that, because, like I said, I always played basketball and baseball all through. Like, and that was my go-to, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm decent at football, you know what I mean? I said, what do we want? And then as soon as he said that, I said, you know what? I'm doing it. It's on.
Game on.
I'm doing it.
Game on.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you told Arthur and Mr. Lewis that you'll never be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Your drive.
Yeah.
That's what separates you from those people.
That's right.
And for all you kids that watch this podcast, I hope you remember what he said. Don't let anybody. Mr. Lewis, no disrespect for you, because you were a good man.
Oh yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell you this: never doubt yourself.
Absolutely.
That's all.
And Harry, I will say this, Harry. What I like about you the most is not even your talent. Your talent is the best I've ever seen. It is your knack for your passion for the sport,
Oh yeah.
your passion for our town, the passion to teach, and the passion to give people the courage to do this.
Yeah.
Like I always heard you always encourage people. You
Oh, yeah.
never, you never discourage. You encourage.
Right. Yeah.
I always no lie. I remember Woodbat Lake that we played that little baseball thing. It's look, it is. It was like almost like a beer league, but you had kids that were still in college.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Got competitive.
you had some
Absolutely.
talent.
Yeah.
You had some talent there. Then you had some shysters. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you this. Whenever we had a down guy, he always, I just noticed that. He'd be like, yo, man, you're going to get him next time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And he did. I loved it.
You never know.
I love that part.
You never know in that situation. Like, you might not see a ball for 7 innings, but then all of a sudden, 2 outs, bases loaded. Like, gotta make a play, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go.
You want to make
Yeah, absolutely.
You want that.
Yeah.
So hold on.
You know what that's called? Coward.
Yeah.
So remember Dawson was on our team. So I don't know if I told Dubs this, but I remember I was on a team and my wife knows this. I'm bad with names. I like suck with names. Like I'll call you like Tony in about 5 minutes. So we had Scotty Maximowic on the team, and we had running some else on the team, right?
Bro.
So, Scotty, I hope you don't get mad at me. I'm sorry to say this, but you were 0 for 2 years with us. Right? I mean, look, I was happy, but they put you in a game and you got a hit, and it was a double.
I know
And
exactly.
remember that? I said, Scotty, no, I said, Billy would hit the ball, Billy. And he was Dawson, this big wad of tobacco. So I guess he's like, huh? I said, Billy, good job, dude. And he said, thanks, man. And he goes, his name is Scott. And I said, no wonder that motherfucker never answers me.
And we call you Billy the rest of the year. Billy, you're up.
Dude,
Oh, it was great.
Now I take back the past year and a half breaking your stones about your one said Alzheimer's. You just always been retarded. That's it.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with it's nothing to do with Alzheimer's. It's like one of those things. There's people that's good with numbers, people bad with names. I'm bad with names.
So you're bad with everything. You have no memory.
You got clown mirrors in your fucking house that make you look skinny. And make you look good.
Let me tell you something. Somebody change their mirrors because when I look at them, they make you look fatter.
You gotta look, I look fatter. What I'm trying to say, that was just a funny story, dude. I laughed my balls.
Oh, it was great. It was awesome.
Let me tell you something.
That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that.
I will say this. Harry and J-Mac, close guys, right? Dominated the pitching in that league. Nobody, I knew when they were pitching, nobody's getting it.
But see, the fun part was like Herb said, like you get that one guy that throws hard. So we would play a lot of double headers, always. So then like J-Mac would pitch, but then like you can see the other team like over there, and I'm like, all right, well, get ready because now I'm up. You know what I mean?
Coming
Yeah, like it's not slowing down; it's coming more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was awesome. It was, and like we were like,
Harry,
it was
Harry, let me
so
tell you a
much fun.
story about
So much.
Harry. Remember this story? So J-Mac will talk shit of him now, but he never washed his uniform. He had dirt on it from sliding in the mud.
Yep.
He said, "You guys made me slide." He said he can't hit. He hits a home run.
Yeah, he gets on my nerves.
He didn't even want to bat. He said, "I don't want to bat."
Scared
He's
of
running.
that.
So
Scared
he
of that.
gets up, right? And he hits a fucking bomb, dude. He goes, I said, "You said you can't hit." He goes, "I want to run." He said, "I don't want to run." So, okay, and he had dirt.
Yeah.
Remember?
Our pants were all wrinkled.
Because
Like,
he got,
like-
because the one game they walked him, right? What? No, 9. They didn't walk him. That hit was a pitch,
Yeah.
right? And he turned around the pitcher and goes, "You know, I'm pitching, right?" And the guy goes, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Whatever." He didn't see how fast he threw. He threw one. He hit a dead square in his back. So the guy goes, "I'm going to hit you back." He goes, "Don't forget, I'm pitching the following."
Yeah.
And the guy didn't hit him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't blame. And listen, J-Mac wasn't tiny.
No.
Fucking G.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this one. This is a good story. So J-Mac.
But he's probably taller than you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not much, but he's taller.
Yeah, he is.
But so J-Mac, right? And you look at him. He's kind of a lanky kind of guy. He's not, at the time, he's fit now. He wasn't fit at the time. You look at him, his brother was fit.
Oh, yeah.
Silent assassin.
So if you
Yes.
put the two next to
Yeah.
each other, you're like, all right, I'll take this guy, which was Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Which Eric wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Eric was
Hell no.
and
They just had different personalities. J-Mac more outward. Eric was just more laid back.
was he?
Oh yeah. That's why they call him.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
why they call him silent assassin.
I'll tell you what, I'd have him in a fight any day on my
Well,
side.
that's what I mean. He didn't say much, but if you pissed him off, guess what was happening?
Yes.
He was coming at you like fucking a
But
ghost.
anyway, I remember, like, you know, Taco was his cousin, and we're married into family now. So
I don't.
I
You're not
remember
related, Lisa. Yes, you are. Taco's
by
her cousin.
marriage. By marriage.
I just thought that was
So hold on. Hold on, so listen. So listen, yes. I remember he went to tacos for crab night, right? And I said, Jim, how are you this fucking fast? He said, I'm not. I'm still at the tackle. That's what he said. He doesn't know my uniform being dirty. That's what he told me. And he, catching the ball, after he caught the ball, I don't think there was even running backs. They weren't faster than J-Mac.
No.
Am I lying?
He was like,
It's weird.
Deceivingly fast.
It was weird.
But he was also like a really good like angle guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean? He just cut
He would
down.
take the angles with him.
Another
Yeah.
guy, he could see the field, like, when he was standing on the line waiting for him to snap, get the ball snapped, he's seen his route. So he was 1-2 steps ahead of people. He knew where Harry was going to throw it,
Yep.
where he had to be when he caught it.
Mhm.
And that gave him an edge.
So this is why their team was so good to me. You're talking to Harry. Harry, you said it earlier. Harry he had options, and he would find that option. You got James running the perfect route. Had the greatest fucking hands.
Yep.
He could catch at the point of football, like on no problem, all the time. But he knew the angles. He was smart enough to run the angle. Where some kids run straight up the field.
Right.
This guy would take the angle,
Right.
which was smart. Run out of bounds when he had to. Smart.
Yeah.
It's all what professional football players do today.
Right. Yeah, to get down when they have to. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, we talked a little bit about J-Mac, but like we talked about earlier, that's the team. So who I want to bring up, and J-Mac, I've been bugging you to come on. I understand responsibilities, but Eddie Malone, same thing. Girls got softball. What was the difference? Because Malone had great hands.
That's good.
Owns a couple
Got it.
records.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think maybe J-Mac had the edge in speed,
Right.
but Eddie always seemed to be open.
Nah, Eddie was faster than J-Mac.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
But,
No
that,
doubt.
but,
Yeah.
but that kid,
No.
it just, when you seen you said and know or thought you knew where you were going with that ball and you seen Malone,
Mm-hmm.
you were like, oh, that's
Oh yeah.
He just seemed to be in that right spot
Just one
at
of
the right time, always open.
Oh yeah. Just one of the smartest. He was awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously that's why he
Yeah,
came
yeah,
back.
he just knew. Kind of like like the defense. But we knew everything that the other team was wanting. Sure, like we didn't have to communicate. Like we would just look at each other. You know what I mean? Like he sees that I say, we're just like, and like you're locked in. I know what you're doing. I know, you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's just that's when it gets really fun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because it's just like, it's just because you've read it so many
You just gel.
times.
You
Yeah,
just jump.
absolutely.
That's it.
and I'll tell you what, as much as I seen your group, your team play together so well, there was just something about that to me.
Mhm.
That Ticket Malone combination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it ain't like he was the primary, right? He just had so many options to play. Watching it
Mhm.
before you threw it was something to behold, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I found and you know how I'm out there, like I stand there,
Uh-huh.
I
Watch
focus
the whole
on,
thing.
yeah, I want to see the. I found myself a lot of times just from watching Leon and how he coached. I had an idea what was coming,
Yeah.
but it was only,
Yeah.
I would find myself locked in on him,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it was neat watching him run around.
Right.
To me,
Yeah.
like I was amazed. It's one of the reasons Owen became a tight end.
Yeah.
Because I would talk about Eddie Malone, so
Mm-hmm.
not to mention he was 6'4", 2'6".
Yeah.
But it was just amazing, and that just goes to, like I said, it just goes to show. It must have been awesome to be you at court.
Oh yeah. Oh
To
yeah.
have all this talent.
Yeah.
And have all the options you have.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I said he had, as good as Harry was, he had a support too.
Oh yeah.
And we know that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, well, you need
But I'm
that
gonna,
guy.
but I'm gonna say this: no matter what, Aaron, you're still gonna throw the ball. So
Yeah.
I'm giving you,
I know.
I'm giving you your
Well, that's
accolades.
the thing. You could be, let's say, Peyton Manning, a few years with them Colts, right? You can be the greatest gunslinger out there.
Don't matter.
It does not matter if you ain't got a guy to catch.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter if you ain't got a running back to take the heel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Guys up front. Yeah. Yeah.
You got like you say every week. You know, I'm excited to be here. I look forward to this every week. That's how it was for Saturday football.
Oh yeah.
We would say, "Oh, yeah, let's go. You going to the game? You going to the game?"
Yeah.
You know, because we knew it was just going to be fun.
The only thing, if I could like go back, and yeah, obviously I we couldn't change it back then, but I would love to go back in time with either any of them teams and play a Friday night 7:30 game.
Oh man,
I know you, man. Imagine that a Friday night.
But you give me the lights and the turf.
oh man, woo, Harry, I would still put you out there, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, I would chomp at the bit.
Oh.
Like, it'd be a ghost town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, they packed in at 10:30 in the morning. You know?
Yeah. And you would
I
go
mean,
around.
7 at night on a Friday and no work the next day.
It would be like Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Signs in the window.
Right. Closed.
Closed for the game.
That's
Yeah.
freaking awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was Chris. You almost get that now. So our people don't put signs up. They just expect
So-
you not to come to the store.
So you know, all of us guys played three sports. It's three sport game.
No.
So me, I didn't play football, and everybody's like, "Why didn't you play football?" And I was like, "Well, first, I was like the locals. I was fucking skinny as fucking shit. That ain't the only. The main reason I didn't play is because I played, and that was on Sunday. We played our games on Sundays, right? Or Saturdays. Saturday. I hunted on Saturdays. You couldn't hunt on Sunday. I'm sorry. You couldn't hunt on Sunday, but you couldn't hunt on Saturday.
Yes.
And I was friends with the Pyramids, and I was like, we just did that. That's what we did.
Yeah.
And that's what I was into. But let me tell you something. If I went back, that was my thing. If I went back in time, you can always,
Oh, yeah.
but you can't always play football.
Right.
But when you're young, you don't make that decision.
Right.
You're like, you know everything. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it. I like hunting. This is fun. And then you're like, wow. How many people went out to the game that night? I'm like, wow. Much fun you had? Would you guys go into the game?
Well, but the thing, like, we were winning. I played my freshman year, and if Shimkus and the Giacomo didn't break my balls for going to my bucks, I missed some practice. I probably would have played my sophomore junior year shooting. But I said, okay, hang on. You know what I mean?
We were just, back then, man,
But-
we were just like,
You know,
this was our place, and it's shame as
pop right, pop left.
you do dive right, dive left, incomplete pass, punt for negative 15 yards.
Or if you're Bobby Whiteman, you punt it behind you.
No, Joe Scully, he knows.
Joe Scully did that too?
Joe Scully kicked the ball negative 15 yards.
Bobby Whiteman probably kicked it negative more than that.
No, but
Oh, fucking do.
no, I'm just telling you.
I think he kicked the field goal in the opposite end.
Listen, he kicked the ball and it landed 15 yards and then it went up how many yards? Roll. So I'm just saying, in the air, 15 yards backwards. Who the fuck does that? There was no wind. There was no wind. And then he kicked. the
Oh,
ball.
he had Sideshow Bob shoots.
Yeah, and then I forget who. I'm going to say. I hate to say it. Listen, I think I'm going to say maybe one of. I think it's Powell. I think it was. Who used to snap the ball. But anyway, he kicked the ball and he hit it with his ass. Yeah. Who does that? And So, hold on. If you're punting, you're about from here to that wall,
Yeah.
right? For a punt.
Yeah, you're
And
probably
he-
like 8, 9
Yeah,
yards away.
yeah, maybe you go closer. And,
Yeah.
and he kicked him in his ass. Kicked the ball in a dead square in the knees.
Well, Scully,
Go.
Go. The cup.
Yeah. Yeah, remember that?
Scully was probably still
You
drunk.
remember that?
You heard? Scully was probably still drunk.
Oh my God. Yeah, Scully's still there.
So, now moving on, right? Harry Thomas is a freshman. How'd that go?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Played quarterback. I played safety. So I was like,
So-
I was loving life.
There
Loving life.
was there not a little, I guess called camp or preseason controversy where,
Nah,
huh?
Carl was the man. Like I was up there every day at doubles. Like back in the day, like if you were on the freshman, like you were going to doubles, and then like once school started, like freshman football would kick in. You go out. Then you go with the freshmen. But like yeah, I was there every day for doubles, hopping in like on defense, and then putting a red team penny on. Like I was like loving life.
Yeah.
Like I remember like Bill Guy, you're absolutely depleted. I mean like spikes up in the air. I mean just totally ran me over. But I got up like, dude, this is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, everybody called me up. But like but that's just how it was back then. You know what I mean? But then like once I seen all them guys, like you're there seeing it firsthand. You're like, oh shit. Like not putting 2 and 2 together. Like so I'm only I'm a freshman. But like after I'm like, holy shit, like that's gonna be me next year.
So some of the guys you followed kind of set the ceiling, and you just said, well, you better raise that bar a little higher.
Yeah.
And that's good though.
Oh yeah.
That's what makes you a competitor. Dude.
Absolutely.
That's what I like.
They
about
used
you.
last on that series, so he knew.
Harry, all kidding aside, I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna toot your horn, man. You were that guy,
Thank
and
you.
I was proud to watch you, and it was fun.
Oh yeah.
It was. I
Wow.
just knew I was gonna see a good game every time Harry Thomas was behind it. You know what I mean?
So
At the
my
gym.
and then like not to cut you off. Then I go freshman for basketball. So we had practice out Cold Springs. So I go to Cold Springs and Bill Hans is like, you gotta go to high school. I'm like, so I hop my bad shot because he's like, what's up? I said, I gotta go over to high school with this varsity. I said, oh shit. I said, yeah. So I go in there. And same thing, funny Art McDonald story. So, we're doing drills and we're doing this and we're doing that. So we go, we have the reversible practice jerseys.
Yep.
So Coach C's like, they call it 5. It's like Eric, Kevin Hagan, like the Gormans, and Jeff Frederick. So it's like, you go gold. So me and Jay and I, Mark Ross, we go gold. So they're getting their guys and all. Like I'm looking and I'm like, ain't no fucking way. I say, I'm not guarding Eric McDonald. I said, I'm a freshman. This dude's like a junior. Like I said, like I was put together dude, you know what I mean? I said, I touched this dude the wrong way. You know what I mean? Silent assassin. You know? So like they pass you the ball and I'm like 9 feet off. So she's like, move up. I'm like, I'm not moving up. I'm staying right here. I said, I'm not touching. You know what I mean? But no, all them guys, they were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did it start coming together, and what were the challenges going through high school?
After my freshman year, I had a sit down with Leon, and he's like, "Hey, you're your guy. You're your guy." I mean, not saying that, but hey, you put the time in, you put the work in, and then like we just, every day, like 95-degree weather, like the grass and like potato chips, just out there just working, like me and the receivers along, and just getting that development going. And then I think it was week before the season starts. So mind you, I've never took a high school snap in my life. So we go in after a running session, and Leon comes in, sits us all down, and goes, "Hey, listen, we're going to play a Group 1 schedule, but we're going to be in the Group 2 playoffs." So I'm like, we weren't understanding it first. Back then, only 4 teams made it. So if we lost the game, we wouldn't have enough power points. So we want to get in the playoffs.
right,
We play Group 1 schedule, and these Group 2 teams, they're playing Group 2 schools. So now I'm like, what the fuck? I never took a snap, and now you're telling me I can't lose one game, or else we're not in.
Wow.
Like, just totally, like, and the same thing happened our junior year. But then they moved it to 8 teams.
Couple sleeveless nights.
Yeah, I'm like, holy shit. Like, talk about getting, like, thrown in the fire, but, like,
Yeah, but you know what though? They hold their own.
yeah. Well, like, with the supporting cast, too, like you guys said, I mean, like, them guys were phenomenal, right? Like, they were just awesome teammates. You know,
You had a couple
and,
upper
and just brought me along. You know what I mean? Like, it just, hey, get your feet wet. Like, you know, and then as got later in the season, we were rolling. Yeah.
Now, were there any of them being the upper players, not happy with how Thomas?
Nah. I was there every day.
Yeah.
You know, I was working. I was right alongside them. Like,
You were in your spot, man.
Yeah, never took a day off.
Right.
You know what I mean? I always, never miss it. Yeah, I run a session. Hated lifting weights though. I hated it. Yeah, like, coach would have like this big board like to sign in. I was like, yeah, sign in, go right out. Go right outside, throw footballs. Like, you guys work out tonight? Go.
Hold on, I got a little funny story about this football thing. So Kevin Hagen's a good friend of mine.
Oh yeah.
So Kevin Hagen, like,
Brad Pitt of Gloucester.
I said, so what was it like in that huddle, right? He would say, Harry would say all these not, like, hey, double X, this, blah, 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 and the guy goes, I don't know. He goes, just go no.
Just go long.
He never missed the way out. You know he
He
goes, just go no.
Yeah. He's a fucking ball buster, man.
So Kevin Hagen, that's for you, buddy.
Yep.
Brad Pitt.
Good guy.
So
Good
playing
guy.
baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was one of the go-to guys in baseball? Or was it a team thing on that too? Because I remember going to your baseball games.
Yeah.
What a fucking team you guys
Oh,
had
yeah.
for baseball.
I mean-
Everybody's talking about football,
Yeah.
but these guys had a phenomenal baseball team. Think about all the athletes that were on that football team going to play baseball.
Yeah. I mean,
You had Flegler. You had
oh man, he can hit the ball.
that's
your mom.
all kidding aside. Flegler, that kid was a fucking phenomenal baseball
Yes, he
player.
was.
And I know he watches our podcast, so Flex, you get that, man. You were the shit. He's out in San Diego right now, so he wants to come on, by the way.
Is that right?
Yeah, I want him to come on.
Nice.
I told him to come on. We wanted him to come on.
Yeah.
More than welcome, for real.
Yeah, that dude. They get in baseball, that's for sure.
Oh my God.
Yes, he could.
He was a good pitcher too.
Yeah, he was. They threw hard as shit.
He threw hard as hell.
Who, you have any favorites? You don't have to answer. I know that's kind of putting you on the spot, maybe, but
He probably has many answers, but for different reasons.
Yeah. If I had to do it, I'd probably say obviously the wide receiver group. I mean you're just rolling them out. Right? You know what I mean? Like Kevin, J Mac, Mark Welsh. Yeah. Who's like
Mark Welsh, one
of the best athletes
Jesus,
ever.
all kidding aside, I forgot all
I
that.
forgot all about Welsh and Go.
Yeah.
What a basketball player too, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about an era where just athletes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do I got to wear? Oh, cross country spikes? Give them to me. You know what I mean? They're breaking the 3-minute mile.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's why I say group. I didn't say that tight end. That group was just special.
Yeah.
So Harry, what do you think about this? So
Was that not quite enough?
no.
I had a lot of fun my sophomore year. Like then, like
That's
Mark,
my favorite year was my son.
Mark and all them guys, like they were awesome. Like Georgie Merrifield, all them guys, just really good guys. The most fun I ever had was my junior year. Cause like I kind of felt like I knew I was good. I knew I was holding my own. But like I kind of felt like my junior year, I was more.
That was your turning point.
Right, it was more me. You know what I mean? Like I had a year under,
exactly.
I had a year under my belt, but I knew, you know, I just knew everything. I knew the playbook in and out. You know, I just anything you threw, I knew.
You know what else was good? You knew, and you liked this. You liked to take the bull by the horn.
Oh,
You were like, yes, you know what? We're going to be as good as I'm going to be.
Exactly.
And I like that. And then,
Yeah.
yo, winners want the ball, bro.
Absolutely.
Winners want the fucking ball.
Absolutely.
That's the way.
Shoot.
Yeah, it was time. That's.
Shoot.
Yeah, I remember just saying, you know, it's time now. But it's
What
all
I-
free.
But what I was going to say earlier, right? I was thinking about this. I'm like, so if they said, hey, listen, you know, we fuck the football. Put the football down. You guys want to fight? They don't want to fight you guys.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys want to self-esteem.
Yeah.
I would not want to fight you guys either. Gloucester, hard-nosed town. And look, it ain't the thing about fighting or negative stuff. It's the thing about, like,
Unity.
hard-nosed people, man.
Unit.
Yep.
We were a unit as well.
Like it's cool to see like maybe like the first, second, like maybe a little bit of the third, like they're hanging with you, but it's cool to see like look on the other side of the defeat. It's just
Yeah. See the
blow by blow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and you know it's coming.
They're like this. They're like, man, you know what? All right, you sucked the wind out of my sails.
Yeah. And here we come now, we're just gonna fucking steam.
But then you had to back it up because sometimes
Oh yeah.
you had teams coming in looking at, oh, it's going to be a long day. And maybe some of the guys were out drinking too long the night before or something happened.
Yeah.
Just a weird day, right? Groundhog Day type deal.
Yeah.
Where you just kept waking up, and you weren't doing what you usually do, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how Paulsburg, Gloucester, Austin's playoff game.
Yeah.
He opened the yard with like a 65-yard pass to Stefano.
Yeah.
My little cousin, Larry Google's kid, AJ Google, was a freshman on the Paulsburg side. I'm right over here where I always stood, right down past the bleachers. AJ walks up, yo, cuz, it's gonna be a long fucking day, ain't it? And they ended up losing. But, you know, so you never know. But the trick is, and my point is, you see that and you know that they know, you make sure they're right.
Oh yeah, it's gonna keep coming.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, listen, man, we were blessed to have you here today, man.
Oh, I love it.
I'm not done yet. I've been waiting too fucking long.
No,
Yeah.
let's just keep going.
Get ahead. I'm with it.
Hey, listen,
I'm with it.
all my buddies know me, man.
Yeah.
When I got a motto for work, hey, when in doubt, call out.
I'm with it. I just didn't know what you had for time, but that's.
So I'm good.
But
I'm good. Yeah, MVP's at home.
Yes. Yo, Mike, give us another beer.
Yeah, MVP's down home.
okay, I'm gonna have to text you, Donald, bring it
Yo,
down.
text him. I don't have his number.
Progression through the years as that team, as that unit, right? Starting with your freshman year. It had to be fun, like you're talking about each year. Like you said, by the time you hit your junior year, you knew.
Right.
You know what I mean? But seeing that, not only knowing, but seeing it all come to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how fun was that?
It's just, it's a cool feeling. Like you wake up, and you know, like when they come out of that cafeteria and they come on the other side, it's like you have no shot. Like you're like you have, there's no chance. Like you have no shot. You know what I mean?
Fucking
It was
love it.
like we were so prepared, we were so ready. I think like, and like we had,
Confidence.
yeah, like we had a loaded. My sophomore year, we had a loaded underclassmen class. So like watching them guys, like they, like I said, like the foundation. Like we saw what they did and the work they put in, watch them develop, and then we had like I think my class, we had like one of the biggest underclassmen class. Like we had like 30-some kids. You know what I mean? Which was a huge class back then.
Yeah.
So like, and then like you know the juniors that were on ahead of me, they were seniors. So like we were chomping at them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we want to just roll through doubles. We want to get done scrimmages.
We're like, this is our time.
We're ready to go.
This is our time.
You know what I mean? And then we went down the shower and we put a fucking
Stop.
ass whooping.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
wasn't
yeah.
even funny.
We were ready to roll. I mean, we were out the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's cool to see.
I remember those games vividly.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to watch.
Yeah.
What a commodity that you guys had, man. It was just a well, how can I say it? It was a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yep.
So when the same note is that anticipation, Aaron, how bittersweet was it when this game was played?
Of like my career, it was bad. You know what I mean? Like you put all that work in, and it's like it's gone. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you guys even said it. You play 3 sports, and like you get into your freshman year, and people tell you, "Hey man, enjoy it because it is going to fucking fly."
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Do what you can. Join clubs. Join sports. Do this. Do that. And I'm like, freshman in high school. You know what I mean? And then it was like, bam. And then we went down to Delsey, and it was one of the worst ass kickings I ever got. Wow, we got
Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah. It was like, we were banged up. We lost a tough one to Florence. Malone got hurt. A couple guys got hurt. So we had like some JV guys going in there. You know what I mean? But they battled their ass off. But Delsey's just another. It's a different animal.
Different level.
You know what I mean?
They're big farm kids, and they take in a hell of a lot more kids than we do.
Yeah. So I remember coming home on the bus and got out of the locker room, and the side gate was open. So I went out to the side gate, went out to the 50, kissed the G. You know what I mean? It was like it's everything, man.
Yeah.
The G's everything.
That was holy ground.
Yeah. Still is to me.
Yeah.
That G means
100%.
that the G means a lot to people.
Fucking
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
What do I do, Burns? And I only played 1 year. Austin's benefit game every year when we first start. What do? I walk out to the middle of the field and just give a little fist.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Like,
And I do it more because my boys play there.
Right.
And why that benefit, why I'm there.
Yeah.
But you get the same with the, if I walk into the gym.
Yeah.
If I go to a varsity game. I go down see and go to the old gym.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
You and me both,
man. You know what I mean?
I still do
I get chills.
I miss it.
I get, oh my God, dude, all memories.
Joe,
just flooding back.
I don't know if they had this when Harry was there. We would dribble into one spot. It
That's
was dead. It was dead.
Yeah, we are.
Right.
Yeah, but we were prepared because Marietta had 15
Yeah.
dead spots.
Uh-huh.
Literally, where if you bounce it there, the ball went.
And he was on 12,000 in the old gym.
What?
I said, God,
that's why I was 145 pounds on my leg.
I said,
Jesus
And
Christ.
then later on, I got air conditioning and I got fat.
Yeah.
But hold on, I should have kept playing sports because I never went over $185 until about 3 years after I got out of high school.
Yeah. And I'm anal about shit too, like, like you go to the old gym, or like you go to like old places you've been.
Yeah.
Like I can kind of like I still see like
You see it.
You see it. You still see yourself. And it's like holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's crazy.
We
shit.
talk about that all the time. I said,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, we're talking about it. I see it right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Remember, I mean, even you guys did it. We used to go to Marietta Gym, right, play Carver Meyer basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you would wait for the next game. You'd be all near the water cooler in the corner.
Yeah.
Or you'd be down the basement. You'd be down the basement, running around like a nut and watching it while hearing the ghosts playing around.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the lights blinking and shit, you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
Tried walking through that school since it's been empty.
I haven't.
I've done a ghost adventure a couple times there.
Oh.
And let me tell you something. And I'm into that shit. But I was like,
Like you are.
yeah,
Better you than me.
easy, big boy, we're leaving soon.
Yeah. My diaper would be full.
Oh, what?
So,
It depends.
this show's about Harry the big ticket times.
That's right.
But I mentioned about 10 minutes or so ago, I wanted to briefly talk about it because it's near and dear to my heart. Not just because, or so much because it's about us. But I don't know if I ever told you a story.
You did. You did.
Last birthday. Howie's with Garth.
Yep.
And I'm by myself, right? Wife and all, they're in the stands. Austin's something.
Yes.
'Something. They're just getting married. 'Something. 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 ' So Austin gives in. Last, however, half the fourth quarter, puts on 2 drives, gets them all the way down there. And all I'm hearing is, what the fuck? This kid should have started the game. Get him. I look up at Terry and Allen.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk up, yo, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Ulterior motive going on. And Harry's just going off, and Adam's like a little pat on the shoulder, just agreeing.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess after, maybe the game ended by then, I don't know. And Austin came in there like a boy's fucking starter, just handling his business. So I said, listen, Harry, listening to you, down here, I said, are you serious? And he's like, fucking A right.
Yeah.
I said, then I'm going to ask you a question, and if I'm being out of bounds or too forward, I said, would you mind mentoring, coaching? He looked at me and said, trying to think of your exact word. Basically said, I would love to.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honored.
Yeah, I'd be honored. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And again, I say, well, look at Harry Thomas.
Yeah.
I said, for real? So I remember getting home, waiting in the parking lot. Austin finally comes in. I said, that's a news story. And if it wasn't a great game, whether it was for him or for the team, Austin, he didn't want to talk, right? He's like, I don't know, do I want to hear it? I said, all right, yeah, but you played exceptionally well. I said, but even more so I give him the rundown, I give him the story. He went, I said, he wants to mentor you, so there's no doubt you should find him. Yeah. Dude, that kid liked to start crying.
Oh, yeah. Gives me chills, man. Chills.
So I think it was that weekend, or the next day, maybe.
So you and Austin came to the house?
We came to his house.
Yeah.
And he had just moved into Gaunt Street, not too long before.
Yeah.
And we walk in, and they officially meet. Howie said, Dopes, you can have a seat, watch TV. Me and Austin going out here. I said, have that.
Yeah.
There you go. And it was, what's the saying? It was whatever from that point on. They'd be down, practicing. Harry having thrown the ball. When Austin, I guess, was advancing where Harry felt, he's like, you got somebody you can catch for you?
Yeah, Katie.
Katie would come out the jet. Yeah. And that's why Austin and the jet had such a good rapport. But man, me personally, I was like Benzie wearing that championship jacket, right? He earned it. I walked on clouds, man.
Oh, Hatesburg clown.
But
Benzie, you ever get one that way?
Oh, my God, yes. But the time, from the time of that Glassberg game till Austin took over the ring, I was just, and then I was on cloud 10, if there is a cloud 10, and to me it was amazing. So like I said, this is about you. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time with you, because you know me, I can go on and on about that. But what was your feeling? Like, what did that mean to you, being able to do that? And did he let you down?
Dude, I was like, I kind of felt like reborn again. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's get down and get to work. And then, I felt like, I was watching myself all over again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you got to cook. You got to come out. You got to prove yourself. You got to get to work. Not a lot of people knew about him. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I really didn't play football that much, so nobody knew me from the whole from the ground. So I mean, just little things. And then once he started doing the little shit, it was cool to see him just keep developing and developing and developing. And I think like icing on the cake, I think it just went down to Pennsville. And
They
I'm like,
championship.
you know, a big hug, like, it was awesome seeing you walk off the field, share the moment together. So that was a moment you never forget.
But you know what
For
though?
sure.
That's your two moment together.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That was your moment right there. And that's good, man.
And I remember telling Harry at that game after him and Austin, hooked up, whatever. So when they were done, he was coming off because that clock hit 0. I ran to the end zone. I beat the players to the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
I hugged that boy so fucking hard. I was crying.
Yeah.
And what was great, not to get too sidetracked, but what was great, all the goons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All the boys that be on my deck all them years.
Yeah.
They all came up and was giving me hugs.
Yeah.
And I look up, and Kevin Dixon was the last one I hugged. And I look up and Leon's standing there and he says, Mr. Good, I went to you now. I said, go get him too.
Yeah, right?
But
it's like, you're just in the moment.
Right, and that's what I think.
Yeah.
I said something along the lines to Harry after his moment with Austin. I said, this is for you. You made this happen.
Yeah, I mean, I can only do, like,
You gave him all the
I know,
that
like
nobody
Herm-
else would have gave you, man.
like Herm said, like, at a certain point, like, you gotta go out and do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
You gotta go out and do it.
But I can tell you, as much as he wanted to do all those special things throughout the season and all that, and especially that game, he wanted to make sure he done right by you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He didn't want to let you down.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
If there was a higher level, I think you might have been there, but if it was me, it was this much.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Dobes, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah.
100%. We're supposed to, like, if someone's going to give you your time, someone's going to give you your heart and soul, someone's going to teach you the skills. Yes. Someone's going to teach you what they've been taught, right? And pass it on to you. They're passing the torch to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't want to drop that torch. So my thing is this. Harry was a guy, and your son was that kid that didn't want to let somebody down. That's all.
And
And that's awesome. And,
I look back,
and that's a great moment
Absolutely.
to see.
Absolutely.
and I look back thinking, what if I wasn't standing close enough to Harry? What if Harry didn't mentor? Like him, Austin was doing it because he was pretty much told you're going to be a tight end.
Go,
His
Scott.
8th grade year. Hold on. He played a few years of football, but as we talked on this show, I took my boys, they played in East Green. You know what I mean? So, nobody knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's playing a brand new spot.
Yeah.
What if all that didn't transpire?
Right.
I think would have been half as good.
Well, Dobes, God puts you in places for a
Amen.
reason.
Amen.
So my thing is this. Don't even ask the question. It's because of what I just said.
Yeah.
It's what happened.
Yeah.
And nevertheless, you know what? Somebody could say, hey, you know what? We didn't win the big thing. We didn't do this. That would have been your championship of your life right there.
Sure.
That's a life championship.
Sure.
That is a hurdle in life that most people don't get to focus or don't get that. They don't get to see that in life.
Right.
And two people did at that time, and it's a great moment. Man.
And I think at that time, right, you were the last one to win a conference.
Yes.
And Austin, I love that fact. Right? That nobody won a conference championship since Harry was this one.
Yeah.
And I love that. But I can tell you, he may have said it to you, but Austin looked at that as a failure. Because, be honest, like a lot of teams, Boston Celtics should have won the championship. Right? Maybe you could have said so. That team was good enough, and looking who played, who won, they should have beat him. So, because he lost against Paulsboro, I'm just telling you how Austin.
Yeah, but
Austin thought it was nice winning the conference championship, especially because he knew his mentor was the last one to do it. But he failed.
yeah,
That's what he said. He looked at it like that, but that's because of that mentality and that shit he had in his head. That kid wanted everything.
All those, I'm gonna tell you like this. You got a man right next to us, right? Had all the talent in the world, and he didn't win the big game.
And like you said, it was
this is not a kick to his face.
Jim Kelly.
What I'm trying, no, but what I'm trying
Jim
to say.
Kelly at Gloucester High.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're much better than Jim. If I was to take Jim Kelly or you, I'd take you. You think I'm lying? And Jim Kelly's one of my favorite.
You are
players.
lying. Of course you are.
You ain't lying.
I am too!
I'm just kidding. I just figured it.
So I got one more big thing. And again, I'm in no hurry. I look forward to this. So we can talk about anything else. I just had, shockingly, I had 11 questions.
Oh, best summer in the world.
Oh,
I'm a little partial to three.
I hear 8 is great.
What's next for the big ticket? You got, just bought a new house
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah.
Coming up on the end of the career, right?
Yeah. Well, now we got a couple more years left, and then the little ticket
Yeah.
is putting work in, man.
Yeah, I know.
I heard this, and that was going to be my next question, so I want to hear about it.
Well, let me just say, I see him all the time around the block.
Uh-huh.
I don't even think he knows it's me because I wasn't in my truck. I was in the SUV, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I'm going by him. He was standing on the corner. I believe it was on Mark Street. His two buddies were on Mark Street. They're buddies. So I rolled down the window and I said, "That bike ain't no ball. You can't get good if you ain't practicing."
Uh-huh.
He knows it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he didn't know it was me.
Right.
But, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot about it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, excellent. Great baseball season. He really came into his own. You know what I mean? He had a great year last year, but he was one of the big guys down there this year. So he took full advantage of it.
So,
you know what I mean?
home runs.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I saw it.
Shot.
Was it Let's man, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And threw the ball well this year. Plays great shortstop. But like I said to my wife the other night, I said, look, I'll give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? Tip of the hat. He's better than me at 12.
What?
Oh yeah.
That was going to be question.
He's better than me at 12.
So the question was going to be, he's starting to go through that mental progression.
Yes. And he's hitting
but where's he at as far as like you just answered?
He's there. He's there.
He
just needs a little Yep. But he loves it. And the thing I love about him most is he loves to compete. He just loves it.
Apple tree.
Yeah. And he's been that way since T-ball. You know what I mean? Every kid, but it's just it's more. It means more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes it can come off the wrong way to some people. You know what I mean? But shit. If you give a shit, you give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
he can't take desire out of
something. Right.
So I know you put the work in with him. How does he respond to your ethics that you?
We clash sometimes.
Oh,
because it's father son.
That's competitive.
You know what I mean? And it was all shit.
That's it. Yeah.
That's how it was with me and my boys. So as you can see, it's still like a dog.
And
Christ.
he's just so. He'll get on that net in the backyard and he'll just start hammering baseballs into the net.
There you go.
You know what I mean? He'll pick a basketball up.
That's so natural.
He'll be in the driveway. You know, he's playing football this year. He played 2 years ago, and he was, but now he's grown more. He's maturing. You know what I mean? So I think he's ready to. I'm excited because I think he's really ready to take that next step. He's going into 7th. Yeah. As a 6th grader, he made the 7th and 8th grade team.
I was just going to say,
that's
fine.
Junior high ball. He's playing good minutes.
Coming into your
Yeah. It's just fun to see him develop. Right. It's fun to watch. You know,
let me tell you something, Harold. When they get older, it's even better.
Oh, no. I can't wait.
It's even better.
Can't wait.
I gave my daughter the fundamentals, how to throw the ball, how to stand when you're getting ready, how to do this, and your back, get that front foot down before you do your swing. I can do that. We'll fight, but she'll respond better to this guy over there teaching the same exact thing. It was just like in the right again.
Wait, Big Daddy here?
Yeah. You know what I think it is too, Herms? Like, doing it for as long, I've been coaching since Percy was 4. So, like, with your kids, like when you coach them, right? You're getting disciplined at home. You're getting disciplined on the field. You come home, you're getting disciplined. It's like
we're the last people you want to hear from.
Yeah, it's like that never ending door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like some nights, I know he needs to cool it. Like he needs like that cool down. Get in the shower, whatever. Hey, bud, Dad. Not right. Okay. I get it.
Karen, did you get this? Did you get this yet? This was the best. Like when I fell back from coaching, right? I think me and her became a lot closer. I'll tell you what. For one, I put my trust in his coach because I know he had the same ethics as I did.
Mm-hmm.
And he was great with these kids, and he turned these kids from the Bad News Bears to one game from winning the World Series in Florida. We didn't win a game halfway through the season. We had kids that were city ball players. This coach turned them around. Eric Parker, I know you listen, but you got to hear this. Shout out to you, man, because you were one of the best coaches I've ever met in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed, like, after the game, my daughter would come to her second was me, which I felt back because I didn't want to build a bad relationship, and I didn't want no fight and no tension, no added pressure to you. I wanted you to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So she would come to me and she goes, "So what did you think about that one back and did this?" I said, "Well, what do you think about it?" I threw it back to her.
Right.
I was like, "What do you think?"
Right. Tell me.
She goes, "Well, I think you should have did that." And she goes, what do you think? I said, 110%. You gave me the answer I did. You know why? Because you listened.
Right.
So guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Hats off to you, Kirsten. Kirsten, you're doing this. Daddy is doing this.
Right.
You're doing this. So these kids, they either got that eye to tiger or they don't. You know what I'm saying? And you agree, Howard.
Oh yeah.
And I learned that the hard way. Not the hard way, because it ain't like I was a dick, but I coached Owen off the benches.
Right.
And I was harder on him
And then the other kid.
than any of the other two,
Mm-hmm.
because I matured.
Right.
Like when Owen was born, Christ, I was only 3 years out of school, 4 years out of school. So by the time he was starting to play football down there in East Greenwich, I think I was just maybe at 10 years.
We're still competitive all shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was still playing with Sandy and all them at Brookville pickup games and going out to the court. So I was hard on him. I was hard on all those kids, and those kids had talent.
Mm-hmm.
For the high schools they ended up going to. Allison Riss, who ended up coming from Kingsway, North Stafford.
Yeah.
One of the best running backs in this state.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sammy got suspended twice his senior year for smoking pot. Love you, Alice. But I remember being.
Just remember pup pass?
Yes.
I remember, a time where I grabbed him by the helmet and I said, "You're not fucking listen, dude, listen." But they also won the championship in midget football, their whole progression.
Right.
Each, you know what I mean? And they were by weight down there.
Right.
So each progression, so it was like 5 years, 6 years ago, they went undefeated 2 of those seasons.
Wow.
However, and that's when their first undefeated season was the second season. And that's when Barnchuck
Oh yeah.
also got involved and they changed it over. They became Kingsway Dragons, not East Greenwich Pirates or Raiders.
Tony Barchuk.
Yeah. Because he's seen this talent.
Yeah.
So long story short, Austin started playing, I think, the year after Owen had a second undefeated season. I took it, I enjoyed it instead of forcing it.
Yes.
And then, like you, I said, you know what? There's something to watching. Like, I'm being out there coaching. Right? And this is going back to Austin's first couple of years of football when the plays developing down here are going on and Austin's running by Raven at you, comes over, takes his helmet off. What are you doing? You drink. And the game's going on. You know what I mean? But I get it all that stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So before we end this podcast tonight, I'm gonna start
Oh,
off.
not that didn't know.
No.
I'm
Listen.
good to go.
No, listen. I'm saying before we end it. I'm just saying my thing before we end. So one of the things I wanted to ask. So I have three of the, like I got, our three sports. We're gonna ask, who's your favorite player, right? So I'll start it off. I'm gonna start it off. This is mine, honestly. And I'm not saying this because Harry's here. So football. I have a tie with football for different reasons. Harry, because he was a true leader out there and one of the best slangers I ever fucking seen, dude. It's hands down. Okay? Okay? And I wholeheartedly mean it. And there'll be so many people in Gloucester who agree with me and want to be from it. But J-Mac is one of my tied with you for football. Only because he did things that I didn't see a tall, lanky kid doing.
Insane.
And it was just amazing to me to watch. To me, he was that kind of player that I like to watch, along with Harry. So to me, it's a tie there. And if you want to count that as not a tie, whatever. I don't care. It's mine.
Damn right.
So baseball, I'm going to go with baseball. It's also a tie. I never had this before in my life. I'm going Flagler and I'm going Ray Kirshner. Two of the best baseball players I've ever seen in my life.
I'm glad you said that.
What you can't? How can
I said
you,
I'm glad you said
yeah,
that.
but how can't you not say Ray? Okay, all right. Now basketball, I got one. That's it. One. That's it. It came down to, you could have been one of my favorites. So, not because you're my friend, because you played hard and you did a lot of things that a guy your size, you played as a center that played above your height. You definitely made my honorable mention. But I'm going to say Sammy Pyramid was my all grit guy.
My favorite as well.
And
I can say myself, but
so hold on.
Sammy's the reason I was who I was, I'm gonna be honest.
And I just love to watch him play because he played above his level. That guy would rebound, pass, shoot like a motherfucker.
He was just tough.
He was just a tough, Gloucester fucking dude, and I love him.
He's my favorite because he taught me from the time I was 7.
I knew that.
We played the Hawks
He got us
together,
all.
5 straight championships in Carmen Palmar. He made me that player, along with his father and Zeke. But you know what I mean?
But you know what I liked about Sammy the most?
But Sammy's my favorite player of all time.
And there's reasons why he's my favorite. Not even because of the player he was. The guy never, he was tough on you, but then he would talk. He'd put you aside and say, this is why I fucking yelled at you. Gotta do this, and
100%.
and you gotta come around and do this center pick. And I'd be like, you know what, you're right, Sam. And I responded to that because he explained himself. And I fucking loved it. The guy was just a fucking tough kid.
And
I love him, Sam.
That's my comparison with Harry. He was that same type of, not only teammate, teacher.
That's
You know what I mean? I know. I'm agreeing with you. You know what I mean? And he would say that, but there was something we picked up. You probably heard me say, Scotty would always say, but Sammy, we got it from Sammy. Sammy would yell at us or put us in our place or tell us where we fucked up. But then next time down the court, he's like, home for life. Referring back to our AC Hall.
So let me ask you a question. So who's your top 3? Sammy's your basketball.
Sammy's my favorite basketball.
Football.
Harry definitely, and I could also make.
Okay, and there's nothing wrong with it.
And for obvious reasons, yeah, he's my son. Yeah, he's no longer with us. But if I'm going back to 2012, 2013, I would say the same fucking thing. You know what I mean?
And dudes, listen, this wasn't like nobody's comparing. That's who it is. That's who it is.
But, yeah, absolutely.
And who would you say baseball?
I had 2. One because he was a mentor of mine, but he played in a different era, and that's Johnny Eller. Loved watching that guy as a catcher behind him play, even throwing the ball occasionally.
Good.
You know that he was that 70s era tough-nosed Gloucester boy, but could teach. You know what I mean? Like I was a catcher, and I remember playing for Brambles, and like we did. Johnny Owen was on Rosie Snyder, same way. She was a coach. They would grab me, and especially Johnny. Would do this. This is what I mean like that. You know what I mean? So he started teaching me when I was at Little. But I loved the way he played. He could hit a ball. And then, come on, Hirsch. Great Hirsch.
I bet you have. And don't be ashamed. Look,
No.
you be confident, because if you pick yourself as one of them, I would do that if I was you.
I don't think confidence is a problem.
No, like I said,
No, and it shouldn't be.
before we started, hey, I love me some me.
And you should, because you worked it. You worked it, me.
Yeah, right. So football, I would say Gus.
Gus Yachts.
Yeah.
The beast.
Oh man.
Well,
I mean,
Forgotten about a lot.
Yeah.
Yo, holy crap.
Beast.
Yo, he was a beast.
Yes.
What? He was a man playing a child sport.
Yep.
That kid was a tough son.
I always
man.
compared his style and his build to Eddie George.
Yeah, just dude.
Or getting tall for a
A
running
good
back.
kid too.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Oh God, I said, I mean,
Yeah,
because back in the day, like, you know, he played my cousin Bobby, hell of a football player, you know what I mean? I mean, in his own,
Bobby was good.
probably the reason why,
And basketball.
he's the reason why I wore 11. Him,
Oh, okay.
him and my brother. You know, he said, always rock the 11. I'm like, man, that looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks great. Should be in the rafters, but that's for another discussion.
You ain't lying.
And when you make the speech, because this might be coming one day, you just say, yo, there's nothing wrong with that number 11. You can be one twice.
Right.
Number
right.
twice.
Damn right. Baseball, I say Kevin Kinane.
Wow, good one.
Who's got a daughter who's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And basketball, hands down, Mega Mike.
Nice.
That was going to be, just to let you know.
Nice.
I mean,
Yo, there's no
you want to talk about?
That girl was.
Listen, I think that girl is better than most men in any sport.
Yes. I remember we would not to cut you off. We would get like a water break. But we would practice and field hockey be right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, we'd be getting like a drink or something like that, and I would get my water bottle, step off to the side, and just. I mean, she would just get the ball down from the one end and just go.
Yeah, she was a pleasure to watch. And
Feel like softball.
future Hall of Fame coach.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Future Hall of Fame coach.
No doubt.
So you know what, her? Holy fuck, you just blew my mind with this, because she might be.
She might be the greatest to ever come out of Gloucester.
Also, I athlete ever.
Well,
Yes.
think about this. She scored 100 goals in field hockey.
Yep.
Over.
Yeah.
She had over 100 hits, and she had over 2,000 points in
Yeah,
basketball.
walk in the park.
Who the fuck does that?
Listen,
Right.
and she had sisters who were no slouch.
Exactly.
No.
That 12U district team that they were getting away from she let off to play shortstop.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, against Nottingham. Against Nottingham.
I mean, come on.
I was at the game.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
You know, Megan. So
Harry,
Megan.
great choice there.
Oh yeah.
So that was very good. And Megan, I take it back. You might be up there. So hold on. So Megan, I told Megan, I just saw Megan not too long ago, and I was talking about this. So I was happy enough to, and proud enough to coach her in All-Stars in Carver basketball. And she made the Blues team, right? So she got MVP of the whole tour, even though we didn't win it. She got the MVP, not because I put her name in, she got it because all the other coaches did. So I remember her. They sent 2 guys after her, and she was calling plays with one hand, going between her legs, and she's only a little shit.
Yeah.
Dude, she was so fucking good.
Wow.
It was funny.
She was
She was
insane.
a woman amongst
Girls.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
And boys.
Yeah, and boys, because I think she was better than any guy on my All-Star team.
Listen, we could probably sit
Oh,
here.
yeah.
At that time.
Oh, yeah.
We could probably sit here and name some kids that came through, going back before our era, all the way up to now. Boys basketball, girls basketball, softball, baseball, all that stuff. I agree with her. She is probably hands down,
Has to be.
the best athlete.
Yep.
Out of any gender.
No, that's why I said.
Yep.
He threw me for a loop for that.
Yeah,
and I gotta agree with him.
And I mean, that's no disrespect to the kids now, or you got whoever. Like my freshman year when I walked into Gloucester High, the amount of athletes from freshman to senior, but it was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I can't.
You guys had the most.
I remember having that same feeling at 8th grade.
Yeah.
And I'll say 8th grade, or you can even use 7th through seniors.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a plethora.
Yeah. I was
Of
like,
athletes.
holy shit! Like, what a run! Like,
You know what though? We all have reasons why we like certain people. Like you can say, hey, listen, who was one of the toughest basketball players you ever seen in your life?
Yeah. Right.
Mine would be the stupidest. It might be one of the stupidest answers that people might think, but he was one of my favorite to watch.
Roman went.
110%.
Played right next to him.
Kurt Rambis. I call him Kurt Rambis.
Fucking right.
That kid will kill you.
Well,
Did I
not say his name before you? I knew what this was about.
He'll kill you going into the lane.
He didn't
And
mind
listen,
that, Jack.
you thought twice about coming in the lane.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
not
you
bad.
so mentally he took that kid out of his hip.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta look at it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the toughest kids you can just name, for all different reasons.
Yeah.
But that was just one to say something about. I mean, it's what it was.
So
I'll give you one, just real quick, who was tough-nosed, man, and wasn't a big kid, wasn't a popular kid.
I already knew you were talking about.
But I don't know. You'll think.
Was he a running back?
No. I think he actually played on the line. He was like 4'3". But that dude Hanks, he was in the MASH. He went out for football every year. He played, and I'll tell you what, like you said, that kid hit you freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
He just get right back up.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Sport he ever played.
Yeah.
Here's a good question for
You
you.
remember him?
Yeah, I
He was
remember.
a tough-nosed dude
Yeah.
from the Heights.
So, who was your favorite player that you think who was like that kid that was too small to play football, but he's an MVP to your life when he played the game? I
Played what game?
any game, it didn't matter. But in football, I'll call categories. In football, that kid McIntyre.
Right. He migrated.
This fucking skinny and played like a motherfucker.
He was so fucking good. He was
That
so
kid was good.
What's his name? Brian.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Holy shit.
So good.
It's like Stevenson played with Dalton in junior high. He was this big, didn't start, but when he got in there, that's where I started saying back then, shoot. I would just start yelling at them, I could shoot a three.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
Yep.
But we got so many to pick from here.
It's crazy. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, you could just go get a 30-pack and just go all night.
And
just
I'm thinking right now, I'm just thinking like our era, like Eddie Malone. Eddie Malone had go to track, right? He jumped 6'11" and 3/4.
Farting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he went to Moscow
Yep.
because of that.
Yes.
6'11" and 3/4.
Yep.
He broke the state record. He broke New Jersey record. But then since then it's been broken.
Oh yeah.
and like here's the funny thing too. Like the amount of there's athletes that can be coached and they can play. They can play with like a group of 5 or a group of 9 or 11. There's some guys that played down Johnson Boulevard that never played a lick of basketball in high school.
That could have been.
They were better than.
They were Hall of Fame street court players.
Oh my God!
We played with quite a few. I mean, I'll tell you, maybe not a Hall of Famer. Bubba and Edgar Bowers, Jimmy's brother. Jimmy's a super fan.
Yeah.
Listen, they'd have their jean shorts over sweatpants. But those boys balled, man.
Yeah.
Never played in high school.
It's crazy. And
We're Chuck
just can't play organized. You can't do it.
I remember Edgar coming down there one day in work groups. Like, they're both gone now. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
But they were Hall of Famers. You know, street court.
They were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you, funny story. Mark Ryan story. So we used to always,
19.
on Labor Day, we used to always have a blue goal scrimmage, right? So we go out, they put this green penny on. Green. I mean, we always want red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we come out and, I look across and I mean, there he is. I mean, my man, the way he was in like games, like with the hand tape and the fucking that's how he wore it out in practice.
Just intimidating.
Yeah, right. Never wore an undershirt. It'd be like, out there.
And had a half shirt on. Jersey.
Cold as shit. I mean, cold. And here he is, no undershirt. I'm like, this fucking dude. It's a different breed.
Mike Owen, he got it from Mark watching him.
Yeah.
He never wore anything.
Yeah. So get in the huddle, run a couple plays, coach. Hey. So, run a pass play. 3 steps. Boom! Totally depleted. Shawnee McKinney like slams a fucking clipboard off his helmet. Coach is flipping the fuck out. Mark's like trying to pick. I'm trying to get up, but like Mark's like, get up. You know what I mean? Get out. I'm like, holy
I've seen it.
It all went out and came back.
I said, holy shit! Like just built different.
Then he wore the bigger shoulder pads.
Oh.
Guys, it made him look even nuttier.
Yeah, like we would get off first scrimmage. We go down to Woodstown. I'm about ready to get my cherry pop. You know what I mean? Get on the bus. Coach always had us saying, hey, you sit right behind me. So I sit behind Coach. I look over. Helmet on. Mouthpiece in. Everything's taped up. Black. Chin strap. And just fucking looking forward. Yeah. So, 65 pounds of tape on his spikes. And in fact, the screw-ins are this big. I said, holy shit. It's like, never said a word. Never said a word. He's like the best leader, like how the categories, you can break it up. The best leader of all time. That dude. Because you still, like, there's guys out there, like rah-rah guys. This dude stood on business. It was business all the time.
That's just the way he built his life.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it. He looked death in the eye and then went back 3 more times.
One of the best things I ever heard about him. True story. Watching Monday Night Football, right? And I think it was that guy Brackett.
Oh yeah.
He said, because he was out on injury, and he was supposed to be playing. He was playing for Colts, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's playing for Colts. So he was supposed to be playing, but he was hurt.
came from Glassboro.
Oh.
So they had him up in the booth at halftime, and they said, "Hey, listen, I'm out." He said, "Why are you out?" He goes, "Well, because I took that hit to the side of me." And they said, "Oh yeah, it didn't look like it was a hard hit, but I guess it hit the right way." He goes, "Let me tell you something about hard hits. One of the hardest hits I ever took was in my high school from a kid named Mark Ryan, Corporal, and he mentioned his name.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
They were like really good friends. Like through high school.
They were good friends.
Yeah. So I remember we played Glassboro.
Wow, what a tribute, man.
Yeah. We played Glassboro my sophomore year. They had the longest winning streak in South Jersey, 25 straight games. They were rolling, man. They had some dudes. They just roll them out. You know what I mean? So first play, we're gonna, we call ISO. Now you basically just ISO in the middle linebackers, just one-on-one. It sounded like 2 trash trucks. It was just like 2 fucking rams. And I'm just like, holy fuck. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but you get geared off for shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, Rocket played running back. So, like, tack, you know what I mean? First fight, then they run, like, all tackle, Mark just fucking depletes him. I'm like, God damn, dude.
So you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I can go to any, and, like, my wife, she makes fun of me all the time. Like, listen, I can't I'll forget to put the laundry in, or cook dinner. But in 1999, on fucking October 9th, I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Boomer bracket.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
good.
my
Yeah,
God.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Listen,
Yeah.
I am going to wrap this up because I want to go upstairs and at least have one drink.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
But I want to say, I can go on for another couple
Oh,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah, this was rolling.
And Harry, seriously, and honestly, before the summer's out, I'd like to have you back and let's see if we can get a couple of voices.
Okay. That'd be awesome.
Because, man, I'm telling you, I'm like a little kid. I do not mind being almost 60. In all,
Yeah,
man.
but listen,
You know what I mean?
Harry's an old soul too. Harry likes.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, I love it.
You know
I love
what?
him.
He's
You know all about history, and I love it.
and
I love
It's lost your sister.
not to bring it up, but to
Yes.
bring it up, when I met the guy, I fell in love with him, and that was Turk, your old man.
Oh, yeah.
That guy, you can see where Harry is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That dude was just so personable, so nice. Had a little temper on the back.
Yeah.
You pissed him off.
Mm-hmm.
But every time him and I see each other, yo, what's up? He would give me that hard handshake and hug. And, yo, I'd see him riding down the street and both stop at stoplight. He's working for the city.
Yeah.
Yo, George, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, that's where it comes from, and it's going down the line, and I can't wait for your boy to hit that high school level.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
You know
going
what
to
I
be
mean?
something to watch. So
Yeah.
keep your eyes open, people, for this kid.
Yeah.
But, you know, I really don't have no shout outs, no honorable
I
message.
got
other than
one shout
Austin's
out. That
upcoming.
is, I got one shout out. That is actually we wish Dale better health.
Oh, yeah, I'm done, absolutely.
And prayers.
I actually just posted on Christine's Facebook thing, updating everybody. Yeah, Dale's a good guy. We've known him our whole
Speedy
life.
recovery. Yes.
Yeah. Get better, Dale. We're not ready to see you.
And listen, he's one of the tough guys in Gloucester. So I know Dale. He's a fighter.
So I know he's loving life because he got to have to shower and everything like that.
What?
He's-
Yeah, and I heard the nurse came in the other day, so I'll give you a sponge bath. As much as that sounds appetizing, no thank you.
Yeah, he really is.
But, yeah, what a pleasure, man. Austin's benefit coming up. We know it's a two-parter this year, Harry. I don't know if you knew. Football game will be next August.
Yes.
Again, I never asked Lisa for the date. She's got the date. Anywho,
But
it'll be posted.
We got
keep you
plenty of time
updated.
to tell you.
And then October will be the beef and beer and Chinese auction and
Yeah.
whatever else they call
And
it.
it all goes towards scholarships
All
for
towards
kids.
his scholarship.
So it's
That's
all
right,
good
that's
for
right.
kids.
And with that said, I know that boy was sitting right here tonight. That's why I kept moving over. Something was pushing me.
Yeah.
But I know, ain't no doubt in my mind, he was sitting right here because he loved you unconditionally, unbelievably.
I love them.
You were
And
like,
Harry, every time you're talking, off to the side, these lights went out.
that might be awesome back there.
That is
He's got your grandpa from head doc, and he says, I got no lights.
That's right. That's right.
But
Yeah,
he was here, and Harry, I'm telling you, texting back and forth, trying to square it away and get it locked down.
It's crazy.
I told you many times, Harry, I got to do this. I
know. Me too.
And
Me too.
you were saying the same, so I'm glad we did. My pleasure having you
Yeah,
on
that's-
out. I love you more than anything.
Herms,
And, thank
You
you.
too.
Christine, thank you for giving them the pass to come out. Love you guys, and tune in. Friday by tomorrow night, this will be posted. West Side.